Firstly, let me take this opportunity to thank CIA IGBC chapter and very specially Shekar Garu, who has given this opportunity for us to present something unique about Sahaja Yoga meditation. You all have been hearing about meditation since long. No? So we are going to actually do this meditation. Also, we'll explore what this meditation is all about and then also practically experiment this out today. So it's going to be a very practical session and how this meditation can be practiced at each one of our homes. Once we go back, right? How we can practice this at our homes is something we'll learn today. So make the best use of this opportunity. Spend another 15-20 minutes. We're going to learn something very unique about Sahaja Yoga meditation. So I'll start with a basic definition of what Sahaja Yoga stands for. So I think we have been hearing a lot about yoga, right? Yoga many a days. That yoga is more to do with yogasanas. The physical form of yogasanas is what we know. We all have recently also celebrated the Yoga Day in June. Am I right? So people have been continuously doing the physical way of yoga, which is one of the ways of attaining the state of yoga. But we learned something really new about what Sahaja Yoga is all about. Sahaja Yoga, by definition, what it means to us is, let's split this term in two terms, One is Sahaja, one is Yoga. Sahaja, what it means to us is Saha plus Ja. It actually is union of two letters, something which is born within. And Yoga, we all know that it is a state through which we will achieve a union of two energies. That's what yoga is. In Sanskrit, this is not something very new that we are learning today. Yoga is something derived from ancient scriptures. Yogam is what it's been called in Sanskrit. Yuj is also what it has been called in ancient scriptures. Yogam, what it means is it's a union of two energies. One energy which lies within us, one energy which is all pervading. We all believe that there is one large energy which is controlling the entire ecosystem. And I just want to check, hope my voice is audible, right? So Sahaja Yoga, in a nutshell, what it means is, it is a natural way, an effortless way of attaining this sthiti of yoga, which is the union of two energies. The energy which is one, which is lying within us, the energy which is all pervading. So this is what we're going to learn today, how we can achieve this union. Since we all believe that there's one large energy which is controlling the entire ecosystem, right? That energy can be felt through a very small experiment that we're going to do in some time. Okay? Let me move ahead. I'll just quickly pause through. I'll go to the experiment in the next 5-10 minutes. So we have a lot of meditation sessions. We also conduct meditation sessions online. This is actually present in more than 120-130 countries as on date while I'm speaking to you all. 130 countries, Sahaja Yoga is in practice. Irrespective of any caste, creed, religion, people do follow it. There are more Russians than Indians who practice this. Call it China, the Middle East and a lot of other places. There are umpteen number of people who have been doing this. So we do this as a regular voluntary activity. So I forgot mentioning about me to start with. I am Uday Shankar. I work for a IT firm called Pampton. It's a US based firm. I am the vice president in that firm. But what is more important is I like to take up this activity as part of my pastime. It's one of my passion to spread this good word about meditation. That's why I'm standing here. With me, I also have a team who are people from different corporates have come, Microsoft, Accenture and whatnot. They will also walk you through the actual experiment in some time. So as we are talking about meditation, I know it's very noisy out, but still I think we can try doing this meditation even in this environment. That's the beauty of this meditation, which we are going to learn sometime. So I'll just play this small video. You'll learn something new about meditation.
Meditation. What a relaxing experience. But what looks peaceful outside, is it always the same within? The human awareness is like an egg, full of infinite potential. When we meditate, we come to the present, where the light of truth shines upon us. But in practice, this does not happen. Thoughts from the past and future cloud our mind and disconnect us from the present. We try to stop them, but as soon as we stop one thought, another enters, This goes on, and instead of relaxing, we get exhausted. Meditation seems impossible. But what if we could stop our thoughts without putting any effort? Would you like to try this effortless meditation? Then come along and learn Sahaja Yoga meditation, which begins with the awakening of the power within us called Kundalini, which once awakened, our awareness goes beyond thoughts. We are freed from all the bondages of anger, greed, and fear. In this serene light of truth, our attention starts evolving. We achieve freedom in the true sense. Come and experience the joy of Sahaja Yoga meditation.
Great. We have just heard something about meditation, right? So meditation, what we have been thinking so far is about peace of mind, improving our concentration, achieving a balance in life, right? So which we are more talking about the benefits of meditation. But meditation per se is a state where you end up getting into thoughtlessness. Even in this all noisy place that we are, right, we'll actually end up getting into a beautiful state of meditation, which is being thoughtlessness. We can try understanding this a little more. Can you just close your eyes for 5-10 seconds, not beyond 10 seconds? Just close your eyes. Or if you close your eyes, and slowly open your eyes. What you have done is not meditation, but we just have realized that mind is continuously thinking. Am I right? I think something which is going to happen now after this meditation, or something which has just recently happened in the past. So mind is always fluctuating with so many thoughts. There is no iota of a gap that actually arises between two thoughts. So that is what actually I am going to talk more about. When there is a small gap that we achieve between two thoughts, it can be a microsecond to start with, then is where we actually get into this thoughtlessness state and we are completely conscious about it. It's not when we are actually sleeping we think we are thoughtlessness, but no, not really. It is a state when we are completely in thoughtlessness and we are completely aware of it. That is the state of meditation. What happens is, taking an analogy back, for a vehicle to get started, what is important is an ignition, right? So for the energy which has been lying within us, there is a power which is lying within us, which I started talking about. The energy that is lying within us gets awakened. We all believe there is one living energy which is controlling our entire life, entire body, right? So we are talking about the power which is lying within us. We'll learn where it is stationed now. But for this energy to get awakened, what is important is this ignition to get it started. And that ignition is offered by this state of meditation. Okay? So we're going to talk about this power. Where is it residing? We should be really knowing about this. So this power that you can see here is lying within the small triangular bone, which is the bottom of your spine. I'll give a little background about how did this energy power enter within each one of us. We all are born in our mother's womb, right? For around 9 months we have been in our mother's womb. What has happened during this course of 9 months? We all know that we actually start from egg, transformed into a baby, and are out of our mother's womb. We don't know what goes within our mother's womb. There are a lot of things which goes around. Around 2.5-3 months, till that point in time, we are just mass of flesh. We are called as fetus. Am I right? We are just mass of flesh and we are called as fetus. Maaso mudda in Telugu. So right, after that the body starts taking shape. What happens to this flesh or the fetus that's lying within mother's womb is that this energy that I'm talking about, the all-pervading energy lying in every part of this universe, enters through that fetus from the fontanel bone area, which is lying on top of the head. You all would have noticed this for the babies who are newly born. You would have felt the palpitation of the heart on the top of the head. But now when you try touching it, it's hard, right? You all can do it now. You all can touch your head now. Just try touching your head. It's so practical that everything that I'm talking now is scientifically proven, and we are not trying to cook stories here. So yeah, now it has become very hard. So what do you think what has happened? When we were so young babies, it was actually palpitating. This is the softest bone in our body, through which this energy has percolated down and formed all this autonomous nervous system that you can see it on the screen here. We will happily say that what is controlling your body is autonomous nervous system. Am I right? What is auto? It's automatic. That's all. We don't know who is actually running that. But unless you go and switch on the light, switch on the fan, switch on the AC, things will not work. So there is some energy which is guiding all our body, all our nervous system, internally and also externally. So when the fetus was there in mother's womb, this energy has entered into that fetus, came down and formed this different energy centers, and also the plexus, which is called in scientific terminology, and 3 nadis. The left sympathetic, right sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. In Sanskrit it's called as Pingala Nadi, Ida Nadi and Sushumna Nadi. These are all Sanskrit, it's been there since thousands of years and maybe more than that. So all this is formed, all good to know this, that we have actually got all these energy centers, the nervous systems being created in our body. But over a period of time, what has happened in a due course, as we start growing, we are out of mother's womb, we were young children when we were very young. We were very innocent, right? We were very innocent. We actually have enjoyed that purity of love. We never had this hatred, jealousy, greed and lot of other things, right? So over a period of time, because our brain started developing, we got our evolution, I don't know what to call it, evolution. As the brain started developing, right, our 2 balloons of ego and superego, which is more to do with ahankar, your own self. I am this, I am that, I own this, I hold this position. This is what has been going in each one of us. For a period of, after the age of 12-13 years, right, all the kids start thinking. I don't say it's wrong, but that actually increases and increases to a level where the energy which was flowing, right, gets disconnected. Cause this ego and superego balloons on the forehead block that flow of energy. Post which what happens is the residual amount of energy which has been connected to us comes and sleeps down in the triangular bone that you are seeing at the bottom of this chart, right? There is a small triangular bone. In that reed ki haddi, it's the bottom of the spine, called as sacrum bone. Sacrum, again, it's a Greek term which is more related. It actually is termed because it's a sacred energy is lying there. Sacrum actually means sacred, and sacred is all about holiness. Maybe because of this energy, motherly energy that has created us, it's actually been named as sacrum bone maybe. So now that energy is stationed within our body, and because of this getting disconnected, right, there's no right maintenance which is happening in our body. Like analogy back is, for every vehicle that you ride, car, vehicle, truck, anything, right, everything needs a regular regular maintenance. So when maintenance is not happening for that engine, what may happen is it actually doesn't function as is the way it should be functioning. So for the right maintenance to happen, what is really important is this act of meditation, through which we can again awaken this energy which is sleeping within our body through this fontanel bone area, and get ourselves connected to this all-pervading power which is existing everywhere. Okay, so it's time that we actually do a small experiment to feel this energy, because this is all practical. While we are talking about all the good stories of the world, while we do this practically, we'll feel this in our fingertips now. Only thing what you need is you'll have to have a good desire that I will have to feel this energy. Nothing beyond this. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, बिन मांगे माँ भी खाने खिलाती है, अड़गंदे अम्मा ने अन्नम पेट्टadu. It's as simple as it. We are asking the motherly energy which has created us to awaken and reunite back. That's what is only required. Only thing which is required for this is your pure desire to feel this energy. This is absolutely a non-commercial activity which I mentioned at the start of this program. It is done across 120 or maybe 140 countries. across the globe, and no one charges a penny for this. I personally have been practicing since last 27 years. I was a kid when I started this, and since so many years, we have just been relishing this experience. The only thing that pushes me to do this program, stand here and talk to you, is a joy that we have actually gained. Nothing beyond this. There is no other vested interest apart from sharing this joy to you all. So with that said, now I think it's time we actually do a very small experiment. Just before that, I'll talk a little about Shri Mataji. You can see the photo here. She is Shri Mata Nirmala Devi ji, who herself has graduated in medicine. In 1970, she has discovered this unique art of meditation that one can practice at their own home. अपने घर में बैठ के आप कैसे कर सकते हो? And what is important is it's not meditating for hours together in the home. I spend literally 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. That's all I do it. Since so many years that I've been practicing, not just me, lakhs and maybe millions of people who have been practicing this, they spend only this much amount of time. If you want to spend little more amount of time, harmless, you can always do it. But what is really required is just doing this twice in a day. Morning before you start your day with the mundane level of activities. And the other thing what you can do is just before you go to sleep, you do this and sleep. So that you get a very sound sleep. So about Srimati Nirmala Devi, I'll tell two more things about her. Srimati Nirmala Devi ji was staying in Mahatma Gandhi's ashram. Whole of her family was part of her freedom struggle. They all actually were jailed and they all were fighting really hard for freedom of India. The second thing is, he actually got married to Sir C.P. Srivastava ji, who has served as the Principal Secretary to Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, our second Prime Minister of India. And he also served as UN Maritime Organization head. That's about her, but there's an ocean of things that I can talk about Srimati Nirmala Devi, who has discovered this unique meditation technique. What is more important is the technique, what she has taught us. Let's practically feel this and see if this really works or not. After which, after doing this experiment, you're going to start asking questions. What is this new feeling that I'm having through? Okay, let me go to the experimental mode. So I think I'll actually invite Priyanka, who actually works for Microsoft. She will actually guide you through these few steps, how we can actually feel this energy, awaken this energy. I'll have Priyanka talk now.
Thank you everyone for being so patient over here and sitting over here to listen to us. And I would also request everyone who is around to just pay a little bit of an attention over here while we have this beautiful meditation program going to start, which already everything is already been told about, and Uday Shankar has already given all the information. Just a small piece of information to everyone who hasn't heard it and who just came in now. So this is about Sahaja Yoga meditation. Sahaja means Sahajanma. If you just do the Sandhi Vichhed of it, it is an energy which is born along with us. Okay, so that energy which we just refer to is a Kundalini energy, which you can see over here, which settles down in every human being after we were conceived in our mother's womb itself. So at that point in time, this energy enters into us and it forms all of these 7 energy centers. It forms these 3 channels. You can see them. So these are the 3 sympathetic nervous systems that we have in our body. The left sympathetic, the right sympathetic, and the parasympathetic or the central nervous system. So without which we cannot feel anything, or we cannot, be connected with our complete body as well, right? So that important are these nervous systems which we do not understand as to how they work together. Okay, so today we are going to talk about this innate energy, the Kundalini, as to how it's going to be awakened within us with these simple 5 steps. So the teacher here is Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, as we just introduced, because she was the one to introduce this meditation to every one of us. And so we would do this simple meditation in just like 5 steps. All right, so the only thing we all need is our own desire to achieve this awakening of the innate energy within each of us. So I would request everyone to just put your feet down on the Mother Earth, because it's very important that we all have an earthing. So the Mother Earth element is one of the most important elements, because it helps us to stand and to survive on this earth, right? So I would request you all to just if it's possible, kindly take off your shoes. If it's not, that's okay. So I would request everyone to open your hands wide like this. So we can just open our hands, sit relaxed, If you want, you can take off your spectacles because this Kundalini energy also relaxes your optic nerves and your optic chiasma. So it in turn helps your eyes to feel very relaxed and your brain also feels very relaxed. So kindly open your hands. So we will be using our right hand all throughout while our left hand will stay open like this all the time. Okay, so why are we doing this? So the right channel that we have, it talks about our action, and our left channel talks about our desire to achieve a particular goal. So today our desire is to attain this Kundalini awakening. Okay, so this process of Kundalini awakening is called the self-realization. So this is something that we are all here to achieve today. Okay, so self-realization, to achieve that is our desire, and towards it our action would be using our right hand. Okay, so I would request everyone to just look at these 5 steps first, and after that we can do it with our eyes closed. Okay, so if we can just move to the next slide. So if you can just look at these steps. So while we look at these steps, I would just recommend just 5 steps, to all of us. So we'll keep our right hand on our heart. First step would be our right hand. We would keep it on our heart. So the second step would be the same right hand. We would take it a little above our heart towards our neck and shoulder junction. That would be the second step. Our right hand on the left shoulder and neck junction over here. Okay, and we can take our head to the right. The third step would be take the same right hand and keep it across your forehead like this. And you can press your temples hard and just bend your head like this. This would be the third step. Fourth step would be open your hand wide and keep it behind your head. And now the fifth step, the last step would be kindly all open your hand like this wide. Your palm, just open it wide. Do you see this central here? This palm, this particular part of your hand. Keep this on top of your head. Okay, so this is your Maru in Telugu language you call, and in Hindi you call it as Talu, right? So this is the fontanel bone area, and here we're going to keep our right hand. So why are we doing this is because if you look at our nervous system, like every cell of our body is connected using our nervous system, these energy centers are also on our fingertips. Okay, similarly they are on our brain, they are on our hands, legs, feet, everywhere. So that's how we are all connected. That's how we say that every cell of our body is connected. How is through these energy centers. Okay, and the depiction of those energy centers as to extension of it is our fingertips, is our brain. Okay, it is on our legs, our toes, our heel, our feet, everywhere. Okay, so now let's all open our hands and we will practice these 5 steps with our eyes closed. I will just say an affirmation which you can make it within your heart. You don't have to speak it out. You can just silently sit and say that in your heart. So we'll all close our eyes. We'll keep our right hand on our heart, and to the mother energy that is within each of us, the mother Kundalini, we refer to her as our mother. Oh mother, I am the pure spirit. Since the spirit resides in our heart, we will say, oh mother, I am the pure spirit. O God, I am the pure spirit. O God, I am the pure spirit. O Mother, I am the pure spirit. We'll slowly take our right hand on our neck and shoulder junction. Here, let's make an affirmation. O God, I am not guilty. O Mother, I am not guilty. I am the spirit. And the spirit never indulges into anything that's not correct. Hence, I am not guilty. O God, I am not guilty. We'll take our right hand and keep it across our forehead. While we press our temples hard, let's say, O God, I forgive everybody including myself. O Bhagavantuda, nenu andarni kshaminchutunnanu, nannu nenu kshaminchukuntunnanu. हे भगवान, मैंने सबको क्षमा कर दिया है, मैंने स्वयं को भी क्षमा कर दिया है. O Mother, I have forgiven everybody, including myself. Let us take our right hand behind our head. We can push our head a little up. And here we'll say, O God, kindly forgive us for all the mistakes we may have done, knowingly or unknowingly, against your dignity. O God, kindly forgive us for all the mistakes that we may have done, knowingly or unknowingly, against your dignity. O God, kindly forgive us for all the mistakes that we may have done, knowingly or unknowingly, against your dignity. Let us slowly keep our right hand on top of our head on our fontanelle bone area. Here, we'll press our scalp, our head, and we'll just rotate our scalp in the clockwise direction for 7 times. Each time we rotate our scalp, we will say, O God, kindly give me my self-realization. O Mother, please give me my self-realization. O Mother, please give me my self-realization. O Mother, please give me my self-realization. O God, please give me my self-realization. Kindly establish my self-realization. We'll slowly take our hand back on our lap and we'll just stay in this state for a few minutes with our eyes closed. And slowly let's take our right hand without touching our head. We'll just take our right hand above our head, a few inches above our head. And we'll just see if we can feel something cool or warm coming out of our head. Very slowly, let's try. చేతిని తల పైన మనము మాడు ముట్టుకోకుండా కొంచెం పైకి కిందికి అనుకుందాము. లెట్ us all see how we feel here. ఏదైనా చల్లగా కానీ వేడిగా కానీ మనకు అనిపిస్తుంటే అనుభవం ఒక్కసారి మీరు దాన్ని గమనించండి. Similarly, we'll do the same thing with our left hand. We'll again try with our right hand. All right, we can all open our eyes now. So, how many of you could feel something warm or cool coming out of your head? Great. So, can we all just take our hands close like this and then just take it apart very slowly, very, very slowly. Just try to see if you can feel some magnetic kind of an effect coming out of your hands. Do you see some kind of a attraction or repulsion? Do you feel something? Yeah? So we'll just do one last step. We'll all put both our hands up like this. And let us ask this question, Oh God, is this the love of the divine that is flowing through our hands today? Oh God, is this the love of the divine that is flowing through our hands today? Oh God, is this the divine love that's flowing through our hands today? And we can keep our hands back. So you can just keep your hands open for a couple of more minutes and you will start feeling something cool or warm coming out of your hands. Some people might have felt their hands to be a little heavy. Did anyone feel that? Or did somebody feel like, as if there were some ants running on your fingertips? Right? Great. So every one of us has felt something. So how did that happen? That feeling itself, is because of this Kundalini getting awakened within each of us, basically. Okay. So we need to understand that about this meditation. Every epic has a lot of information about it. Okay. This is the practical version of whatever we study or whatever we have read in our own epics, basically. It's a very, very old kind of a knowledge that we have shared with you today. It's nothing new. It's not a modern era kind of a, knowledge that we have shared. Kundalini awakening is one of the oldest methods of meditation. So that only saints would achieve in very olden days. But now it's like amas. So within no time, every one of us could feel the awakening of the Kundalini within each of us. You can all come to our centers to get more information on this. And if you have any questions right now, we're all over here and you can ask us all of these questions as well. I would like to thank everyone over here to give us this opportunity today. And over to you, C.Shekar. Thank you so much. Kindly take these pamphlets and we have our toll-free number written on these pamphlets. So I would request everyone to, call up at that toll-free number and, get more information and get your questions also answered. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Priyanka. I believe you all have felt this wonderful vibrations in your hands, right? This is the feeling that we all have been feeling since so many years. So it's so practical. So only thing that's required is for you to continue doing this meditation at your own home. So what can help you out is we have this centers, 40-50 centers in Hyderabad. We have in different nook and corner of the city. We have so many centers. So once in a week, what we do is we spend 1 hour to go collectively do meditation in a center where we exchange knowledge, we share some good information there. You can learn a lot of good new techniques about meditation. So it's good. You please pick up those pamphlets that our team has been giving it. The last page consists of all the addresses of the centers and also the contact points or the contact details for all the people who will be guiding you through. It's absolutely free, and any age, irrespective of any age, people can go there. Kids of small age, as small as 3-4 years also do it. So people who are almost 80, 90 and 100 years as well. So there's no age limit, no conditions to what you're doing. Just add this to a daily mundane activities that you do. 5-10 minutes and see in what way you're going to transform. Thank you so much once again to IGBC for giving this wonderful opportunity. And we hope you continue this and looking forward to meet you in the centers. Thank you.